Well, that was an amazing beginning of what was happening between Florida State Garnet and Full Sail Armada. Going to be 0-1 in that current matchup, but Florida State at the very least is 2-0 in the current map pool. My name is Keg, and I'm joined by the amazing Cruz. What's up, man? What's going to be happening on the Alpha stream?
I mean, it's looking right now like like Florida State have a pretty good control of this game, and it looked like Armada was able to do what most teams are able to do, and that's win a defense on Garrison because Garrison definitely standing strong for defense there, that's for sure. But we're going to start to kick this over towards our own matchup here, and that's going to be between the University of Alabama in Huntsville going up against Kensaw Kent State. I don't do not Kennesaw State.
Kennesaw.
Kennesaw State University. I'm so sorry about that. And anybody who's in here from there. It's it definitely should be a good one though. Both teams have not had the greatest start to their season. I think KSU Black, I believe this is their B team. Not 100% on that, so don't quote me. But they right now starting at 0-2 in their season. They're 1-6 map count, but the other side it's UAH Esports, and they're only sitting at 1-1 with a 3-3 map count. So we could definitely be in for a closer match than we just had on Bravo.
I sure hope so. But hey, at the very least, it could be a redemption matchup for one of these two teams. Of course, one team's going to go home tonight a winner, but you still have to keep in mind there's still so many more weeks of action that have to happen that even a small victory is just inching their way for what could be the grand champions of the CCL. We could be seeing champions in the making right now, Cruz.
That's very well could be. What I'm very
Yeah.
excited for, in all honesty, and I know we haven't showed the shown the video today on Bravo. Bravo's seen that video a ton last weekend, but that was that breakdown video. And I'm very interested to see what happens once we split the divisions towards the upper half and the bottom half of the divisions. I think it'd be really, really cool to get that better competition for both the better teams playing the better teams and having the teams that are struggling a little bit to play each other as well. I think it could be definitely really cool. But I think we should maybe start focusing our forward towards this Crossroads hard point. And I mean, Crossroads is definitely a fast-paced hard point.
Absolutely. There's a lot of potential money hills here. There's a lot of rotate opportunities as well. I really want to see what these two teams can bring out because keep in mind, we mentioned there's fire in their blood tonight. They're both kind of down bad right now. And so they need a small victory tonight. But we're not going to waste your time at all with our faces. We're going to go straight to the game and see what exactly is going to happen on Crossroads Hardpoint. Let's kick it over to the game. That is not ready. It is not ready. It's loading in. We're loading in. We're just about there.
I mean, hey, we can talk about it a little bit more as we're loading on it, though. So, I mean, your money hills here really are going to be your P3 and P4 hills. P1 could it's very contest heavy. P2, it's going to be a lot more. You need to rotate over, and you really need to hold it. It's one of those hills that if you get there, it's definitely breakable. But if you're a solid team and you're able to hold on to it, it can definitely turn into a money hill. Then as you rotate over to P3, once again, it can be a little bit more scrappy. You can really hold that hill from either side. But then as we head over to P4, it's really going to be about holding down that P4 because that's your big money hill on this one. And it's going to be UAH Esports starting off on technically the bad side here, but they could definitely try to get a lot of time here on this P1.
This first point has always been hotly contested, and already we're seeing a bunch of trades happening all throughout here. It's a big ice storm between the white and the blue of both sides here. It's really poetic almost. But we do see a bunch of grenades hanging out themselves throughout the entire hard point as well. But look at where the defense is. J-Man was holding down the site for so long. He's able to get an early lead for UAH. But even then, though, hiding down below is going to be, is he real? Well, no longer real is he, because he's going to be falling as well. KSU still needs to push up just a tiny bit more because of how slow O-Rose is. He's able to find the frags, but it's still UAH in full control.
I love that, man. You are absolutely correct. It is almost poetic how beautiful these two colors are fighting on an ice hill. Blue versus white, the classic battle here. And we're going to see Trauma just trying to watch over this long lane here, trying to stop the side of UAH Esports from pushing on him and breaking these spawns for this P2 as we look to rotate over there now with only 3 seconds left on P1. But UAH Esports, even though they don't get the spawns towards the second hill, they did a great job of at least picking up half the time here on that first hill. And they now look to try to make this break over towards the right side of the map. They're going to be trying to push through, and they're going to have to get 2 waves of kills here to really just try to spawn out KSU Black.
Now let's see if these waves are going to go into fruition unfortunate. It seems like UAH is already able to fill up the kill feed quite a bit. Shank, though, is going to be falling. However, that's going to be full control of point number 2 in the favor of UAH. It was hotly contested for a little bit. Only a single KSU member was holding things down. There was an attempt again from KSU, but they're all going in single file, and it's just not working well for them whatsoever. Of course, with all that being said and done, there are some chances to penetrate the defenses here from UAH, but they're able to get an iron fist onto the site, and there's not really much of a contention. They're almost doubling the points now over KSU as they take a slight retrieve of the site yet again.
And they've done a great job of bouncing back and getting into this hill now, but the issue for them is the next 2 hills are both towards that upper left side of the map, and they're going to have to break these spawns very soon, and it doesn't look like that's going to be the case yet, as spawning still towards that upper left is going to be UAH Esports. And they're going to be just trying to hold on to this here. Going to get contested in from the front. Trauma's going to be able to find 2, but it's just going to be, again, just trades going back and forth as UAH able to pick back up 2 of their own. Oro's inside the hill. He's going to get dropped as well. But now we have a very interesting flank developing towards the bottom half of the map. It's going to be Shank pushing up, trying to get around this rock. We'll see if he can find a kill in the back. He's going to be able to find 1, but he's going to have to find that second if he wants these respawns to pop onto him. He's already spawned 2 players out. He's going to get the flip, and that is so huge for the side of KSU because now they're in a prime position to hold on to this time and try to flip these spawns and hold on for P4.
A complete wave taking out UAH. This is a great opportunity for KSU right now to bring back the amount of points that they need. Of course, that's not going to stop UAH. They want to get back onto point number 3 as well. But with only 6 seconds left, KSU have been masters of taking back these rotates, the points, before they even come about. And that's going to be point number 4, already in the possession of Juice. He's holding down the 4. They're going to take a small lead. And let's look at UAH now as they try to make their way over to point number 4, but they're struggling to do so in 1vx's.
Yeah, on this map, I find you're either really, really good at holding on to this hill or you're really, really bad at holding on to this hill. And right now, it's looking like KSU is the latter of the 2. They're going to be really, really good at holding on to this so far, but it's going to be UAH once again putting the pressure on. It looking like KSU is still up to the task as they're going to find another 2 kills here. Is he real pushing in through the middle of the map? He's going to be able to pick up 1 as UAH continue to try to push on through, but continue to get dropped down from this firing squad of KSU as they keep this hill in their possession.
Su's in triple digits now. UAH only in double digits and behind by already over 30 points. This is looking really good right now for KSU. They're able to hold on to point number 4. 5 seconds left. Rotates going over into the possession of UAH this time. But that's not going to stop KSU from trying to rotate over themselves. There were plenty of waves happening before, but now it looks like this is going to be in the favor of the white team yet again, defending everything they can. It's going to be another back and forth. So many trades happening all throughout, and yet nobody on UAH is able to band together. It's going to be, in fact, a bit of a disconnect, I believe, coming from one member of the team, but now UAH are taking advantage of this opportunity, having 2 onto the site and being able to be traded out.
That is so unfortunate because if that's Trauma and he's getting disconnected, he is sitting at 18-7 right now in the lobby. He has been unreal for the side of KSU Black. Is he good?
He's back, I believe.
Okay, he's back.
Oh,
okay.
Hello.
He looked like he was having some issues there, but he's going to be back in the lobby now. Thank God, because I was getting real worried there. But it's going to hurt the KD a little bit. But he's back to 19-9, and he's going to be pushing down towards this ice street as they try to hop on in towards this next hill.
Oh no, that poor almost over 2.0 KD right now. Whatever shall he do? But what is UAH going to do? They had control of the point yet again. They just hit triple digits, and now we're looking to see whether or not they can hold on to the site just a little bit longer. It's going to be in the favor of Trauma right now, holding down the forfeit. He's going to get traded out. No, he wins the gunfight instead. It's going to be a complete wave from KSU, taking down UAH once again. And I'm wondering now if this is going to be a streak that continues on going, and what is a much slower hardpoint than I think we were anticipating.
Yeah, it's been a lot more back and forth for sure, and I'm very happy to see it considering how close or how big of a blowout our first game really was here on the Bravo channel. But it's looking like we're going to see a closer one here as UAH should be able to pick up these last 20 seconds, and we'll be at around a 40-second game here. And it's really going to come down to if UAH Esports can break this the way that KSU was able to last time. If they're able to, we could see almost virtually a tie game after this. But if not, it's going to be a blowout for the side of KSU.
UAH has been getting a lot better with their rotates as well before the site gets unlocked. Right away, we do see KSU, however, making me eat my own words. They have control of point number 3 yet again. But look, now the deficit between the 2 points are getting a little bit closer. However, UAH is continuing to go for these 1v1s, and they're just not really finding them. There are some trades. UAH fills up the kill feed with blue, but even then, Juice is holding things down a little bit more until he falls himself. It's Trauma. We just talked about him. 19-9 in the previous point. Now 23-11. Able to single-handedly usually clear the site.
And I mean, everybody on the side of KSU Black minus Juice sitting at a very good positive record right now. And then if you look over at the side of UAH Esports, it's really only going to be the side of Manix who's going to be sitting at 20-16, the only player positive. Captain Plasmo definitely going to need to pick it up here if they want to have a chance to come on back into this game. Sitting at 7-16 right now. A little bit of a rough start for them, but that kill that just happened at the bottom of your mini map between Keef and Trauma coming in so important as he's able to pick up that kill, and they're going to flip these spawns out just a little bit, but it's really going to come down to if Manix can really clean up these kills.
But Juice is on an absolute tear right now, already on a 5-kill streak. He might be able to continue it forwards, but he gets domed in the head instead. Someone else has to carry on his legacy, however, it's going to be the rest of KSU before he responds. Oro's already on key number 4. This is already, like you said, a very difficult point to handle. But now, look at UAH. They're able to take control of it yet again. Or no, I'm mistaken. It's Shanks instead. He's able to hold on to it just a little bit longer. UAH have not had really full control of an entire site or point since point number 1 way at the beginning of this map.
So what the issue is here now is UAH was in a good spot there to try to flip this out and get the hill, but unfortunately for them, KSU Black pushed back on in. But what UAH was able to do is they were able to at least contest the hill for long enough to stop them from being able to win on that hill. But KSU is going to be very close, around 7 seconds off of winning this game, and they're going to have winner's advantage. They're going to be able to rotate early if they want to, give up any time, but I doubt that we're going to see that. It looks like we're going to see them trying to push on into the hill, but all 4 are going to go down. So far, so good. The defense showing up strong from UAH Esports, but it's going to have to be practically perfect hardpoint from this point on if they want to win this game.
It was a pretty damn good wave coming out from UAH, but like you said, Cruz, it needs to be perfect from here on out. Another wave comes on out from KSU. They take control of the hard point yet again. 2 points, bring it to 0 points. KSU take map number 1, and that is going to be in the favor of, well, the white team, bringing things home for map number 1, Crossroads in their favor. I'm wondering now if map number 2, Search and Destroy, is going to favor the team that played a little bit more tactically on UAH. It looks like I disconnected. Hold on.
I mean, it's all right. I can hold it down a little bit here too. So we're just going to be heading in towards our second map now. Crossroads. That was a very close through the first 6 hills, and then after that, it seemed like it was all for the side at KSU. Welcome back, Keg. Great to have you here, my friend. And we start to shift our focus a little bit forward. We're heading back to Raid, Search, and Destroy again. I mean, I don't know about you, but I never get tired of seeing Raid. That's for sure.
You know, you asked me this in between the 2 games, whether or not I'd get sick of Raid. The answer's still no, Cruz. I love Raid. I loved it when I was in 8th grade playing Black Ops 2, and I'm still gonna love it when I'm 60 when Cold War 2 gets released. I just love this map, and Search and Destroy is my favorite game mode. And I'm gonna show you why those 2 work together like peanut butter and jelly, but we're gonna have to wait a few minutes before we see that as we get the lobby set up. Don't go anywhere as we go on break. Hey, Cruz.
What's up?
Do you know what time it is?
Is it Raid, Search, and Destroy time?
It is Raid, Search, and Destroy time.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We absolutely love some Raid, Search, and Destroy. That has got to be the weirdest intro I think I've ever had into a map, but
the best intro. Best intro.
You know what? It's on par. It's on par for sure.
I'll take that. So, Cruz, walk us through Raid on Search and Destroy. We saw Raid so many different times in our first matchup with us casting it today, but what should we expect in one that might be a little bit more even between the 2 teams?
Expect for both teams to be trying to get mid-map control, because as I was saying earlier, I mean, it didn't really pan out in that first game, but mid-map control definitely going to be your most important part of this. If you can have your choice of knowing where players are and being able to rotate to the other bomb site very quickly, it can absolutely lead to being able to put the bomb down and getting a good setup there to hold on to onto that and not allowing the defensive team to be able to get the defuse.
Now, we saw a bunch of teams, I believe SHU and, ooh, why am I already, oh, no, I'm blanking on the other team, but it doesn't matter. It was a university. One of those teams were able to get really nice elevated angles in the beginning in the penthouse area when they were on the attack, and they were able to nail away so many different people. In fact, it was Foolish who was able to do that in a multitude of times. Luckily, though, Foolish isn't in this game, and it could be a lot more even this time around, but Cruz, I need you to put on your seatbelt, all right? Because we're about to go back into one of the best maps and one of the best game modes in all of Call of Duty.
Probably one of the best maps and modes in competitive Call of Duty history, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm so excited.
All right, and here we go now. KSU Black going to be up 1-0 here in this series. They were able to pick up that first game on Crossroads Hardpoint, but now we got to look forward towards this search and destroy here, and it looks like we're going to get to see a little bit of a mid-hit coming from the side of UAH Esports here. They're looking like they might try to rotate this bomb over towards the B side, and it's going to be O-Rose up top, just trying to get some shots down, but some nice team shots coming in there as a player's going to drop middle map as He's Real is going to open up the first blood here to start this game.
I did not see Juice fall. He just disappeared on my screen. Shanks, though, is able to encroach his way forwards. He's not aware of anyone from UAH, and he better be soon. They're all in the building right next to him. He's prone, waiting for someone to strike from that specific angle in the courtyard, but no, everyone's surrounding him from a different way. The bomb's gonna fall. Captain Plasmo might try to retrieve it, but O-Rose is hiding right behind the van, trying to make his way forward. It's just been an absolute mow down, though, behind this van. Real's able to find one, but even then, he's the last one alive. There's two left on the side of KSU Black. They're able to hold down, now at the very least, B-site and the bomb that Real needs to retrieve. He has no information, no intel, and no life. KSU is able to win that round number 1, and that's going to go very distinctly in their favor as they held a very prominent defense.
Yeah, and he was going to have to get an ace in that round number 1. He was able to open it up. Not very often do you see when a team's able to get a first blood, do they fall like flies like that, but that's going to be the case there, leaving Real by himself in that round. He got the first blood. That's really the first important thing that you want to do on any search and destroy map is get that first blood, get that man advantage, but unfortunately for them, not going to turn out to anything there. Have to see what the side of KSU decides to try to do here on offense, and it's looking like we're going to see an A hit coming in from them here.
This is risky. Oh, Trauma's gonna fall right off the rip. Keith is gonna rotate right back into the big window, and that bomb is yet again on the ground. It was pushed so far up into A that they have no choice but on KSU's side to push forwards and try to retrieve it again. They could try to go for some rotates. They're risky, but that's also risky too that Shanks is gonna fall, and that's another member of KSU gone. Only 2 left alive now, and UAH have a full arsenal of bodies to play with.
Yeah, as we said earlier on this map, they are very much so trapped in their spawn right now. All player number 4, Captain Plasmo, needs to do is just turn around, and he's going to be able to see these 2 players on the cross. He's sitting in that zigzag, and not going to be the case. They're going to be able to get around and through the trying to go up through the driveway now. But UAH Esports is noticing this. It's going to be player number 3. Manex, he's going to be able to push on over, and he's just going to be watching the cross here, seeing if he can see any players, and as soon as he spots one, I can guarantee you the call is going to come in. Look at the trigger discipline there. Not going to take the shot, spots out the player. Call out's going to come in, but O-Rose able to pick up a first kill there.
Hey man, no! He had the prime perfect shot to take on KSU, and now things are even out 2-2. That bomb still isn't on B side just yet. There's 2 members of KSU that have to do so, but Juice is gonna be taken down from behind into a double kill. Is he real? Able to secure it, and they defuse.
That was almost scary. He almost didn't get that. He was playing that. J-Man was playing that so patiently. But fortunately for him, the side of KSU Black not able to close at the round as Keith and Is He Real get a big 2-piece to finish it off there. That could have been really, really bad if they lost that 2 versus 4 with knowing where the bomb was rotating to.
Ooh, Juice saving the day there. That was incredibly scary. And so far, seeing it being even 1-1, I'm not really sure how to feel, Cruz. Is the attack really suffering this much?
It's looking like it today. It's looking like defense holding strong so far here on this map. but we're gonna have to see what they're able to do. This is looking like a very strong A hit, very fast coming from UAH, and they gotta expect juice here on the left, and they do, as J-Man gonna be able to pick up the first kill there. So only one player now left for the side of KSU over towards this A site, and actually he's gonna rotate back to middle map. As I say that, he rotates back over into that money window. So it's just going to be Trauma up top. He's going to be able to pick up one. Shank going to be able to pick up one as well. So it's going to be a 2 versus 3 now for the side of UAH Esports. And Rose already knowing where that player J-Man is, it's looking like they're going to have to try to get up and rotate out of this bomb site if they're not able to get this bomb down anytime soon.
Oh, J-Man is in such a bad spot right now. He's trying his best to escape. He puts down the trophy. He's able to squirm his way out, bring himself back up onto the stairs. Now in courtyard, there might be another opposition. That's Keith from behind. He might be able to be in a lot of trouble, but no, Trauma's able to be traded out instead. Keith keeps his life. It's only going to be one left alive, and it's O-Rose. Now, O-Rose has a very different kind of gun. He has a different optic as well. Having the Krig could be a benefit or it could be a hindrance here. But it seems like B is the way to go. Bomb about to be planted into the ground. It's going to be up to the defuse now for the defensive O-Rose. But everyone's hiding away, including O-Rose, just a teeny tiny bit. Keep in mind, whoever wins this, either a 2v1 or a 2v0, it's going to be the tiebreaker here. 20 seconds left on the clock. He has no idea where anybody is. He's rotating around everywhere. The gunshots come down, but he's still not able to find anybody just yet. O-Rose trying to get the elevation. He finds the head of Keith, but not enough to take the kill. Keith is going to rotate around. He's trying to divvy himself up. He's trying to space out everything. 6 seconds left. There's not enough time. Regardless, UAH take the second round here, and they're able to break the tiebreaker.
I gotta say, they played that 2v1 beautifully. They got that bomb down, and then they were just sitting up over the top, and once they spotted the player out middle map, both players pushed back, once they spot the player out on that statue, they decide to push back in towards middle map. One player sat there, kept an eye on him as the other player ran around through jungle and then came up on the flank through the laundry mat. And now it's looking like it's going to be a side of UAH Esports once again. Going to take a lead here. We'll see if they can hold on to it this game.
Oh, but the trophies are already going down. That's how you know it's serious. But from behind the van, this has always been hotly contested, but it's going to be in the favor of Shanks instead. Still one more in the mini courtyard on the side of the map. It's going to be trades going back and forth. The trophy can't reach that Semtex. That's not going to be enough anyways. The bomb plants down early on B. There's so many different bodies on the board that we haven't seen a bomb plant go down in any search and destroy this series that has had so many people left to contest it. Now, Cruz, the positioning's looking pretty good for UAH. Are they able to make this through?
Well, if Keith won that fight down towards the back of the garage, I would have said yes, but now it's looking like a pinstripe kill feed back and forth, and it's going to leave J-Man by himself in a 1 versus 2, and he's going to fall as well. So KSU Black going to even it up with an offensive win of his own as well.
I mean, that could have gone quite literally either way. That was 50,
it really could have.
50.
It really came down to that fight with Keith inside the garage, and once he fell, it really opened up the map for the side of KSU Black to win that round.
And +2, we have seen 2 defensive wins, 2 attacking wins. There is statistically no way of predicting who's going to come out on this next venture.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think if you're the side of UAH Esports, you're going to need Captain Plasmo to turn it on here. He had a rough map 1. He's sitting at 0-4 here in map 2, so definitely going to need to turn it on here if they want to be able to pick up the game, but it's going to be O-Rose picking up the first blood. Trauma going to drop Captain Plasmo again, dropping him to 0-5 in the series, or sorry, in the map, and it's not looking great for him right now. KSU Black going to be trying to move this, trying to hold them down, stop them from being able to move this bomb around. Once again, J-Man going to fall as well, and it's going to be up to just Keith now in a 1 versus 3.
Keith looking at the stairs now, trying to peer across all the way into courtyard on the B, doesn't find anybody. He's alone, he's scared, but he needs to rotate around and find his way back into victory. There's only one left alive here, and it's going to be Keith yet again. He's trying to find anybody he possibly can to bring himself home, but it's a 1v4 situation. I'm sorry, a 1v3 situation. Keith is trying to rotate. He's able to find one. The O-Rose falls. That 2 streak is now completely gone, but it gets traded out immediately in the small courtyard. It's going to be, yet again, another kind of tiebreaker broken. KSU this time coming out on top, finding Keith, and now they're only 2 away from coming home with another map win.
And what KSU is doing great right now, too, is they're really getting their trades in once they get the big man advantage. Like, once you're in a 3v1, that's almost situation where if you lose it, you have to massively choke. And what they're doing so well right now is even when one player drops, they've got players close enough. They're able to just trade out right away. But nonetheless, it's going to be KSU Black again on offense here. We'll see if they can take another one here. They've gone offense, defense, offense, and we'll see if they can pull another one going towards the A site.
One person I really want to keep an eye on here is Trauma. He's already on a 2-kill streak. He's been getting a lot of these entry kills, and yet again, this might be the beginning of something very interesting as he's already on the stairs. So many different potential highlighted bodies all throughout on his upper left, or I'm sorry, right side. But even then, though, as he keeps peering forwards, he plays the safety down below. Anyone could approach him at any moment, but they choose not to. The plant, though, does go down on A. That's going to be KSU with a very early plant yet again. Not a single person has gone down yet besides Juice. That's going to leave these attackers with a one-man disadvantage, and the rest of UAH can take full advantage of that, especially Keith already right next to the defuse.
Yeah, and KSU Black, they were able to get that bomb down. So now it's just going to be O-Rose with a prime, with the sniper scope. A little bit of a weird setup. You don't see it very often, that's for sure. But what it's going to be great for is holding on to these positions. As I say that, Joe, J-Man with the AK-74, you're going to be able to beam him at range. But it's going to leave Is He Real now in a 1 versus 2. He needs to get the bomb defused as well. Not going to be the case, though, as KSU Black get that bomb down, have a great setup towards the back of the map, and they're able to pick up another round win.
And Cruz, man, they started off with a man disadvantage, too, and they brought it back.
Yeah, and it's definitely really tough to win rounds once you're getting first blooded. The thing was, though, Juice was able to get that bomb down, and that was really what the important part was. Once he did, his job was really done. Barring a remarkable flank coming in from the side of UAH Esports, it would have been really, really tough for them to lose that round with their post-plant positions.
This round could be very important to KSU if they're able to win this last one, this final defensive. There's potentially... well, then they get 1-to-1 map scores between each other on this series. But then again, though, Juice already playing the risky game, needs to run away up the stairs. J-Man wants to follow through, but he realizes it's probably not the best idea. Trauma, though, is not too far away. He gets the early hits on the Captain Plasmo. They're forced to relegate themselves off of Penthouse, and now J-Man's looking to find the potential frag. Oh, I'm sorry, train. But Trauma, no! He has to worry about something else. It's Juice! He came back down the stairs. He gets traded out, sure, but the damage has already been done. Trauma with a double kill as well. Leaves only one left alive. Make that 0. KSU take round number 5, and I was mistaken. There's still one more for search and destroy before we could potentially see this series go maps 1-to-1.
I hate to say it.
Uh-oh.
But Captain Plasmo is sitting at 0-7 right now.
Oh,
he is
no.
still sitting on a donut. I think I'd like to hop onto his perspective, see what he's doing wrong on the map right now, see if maybe we can get something going with him here. He's running the Craig 6. He's not having a great game for himself at the moment. And we'll have to see what he decides to do off the rip here, but it's going to be another offensive hit coming through middle map very quickly. He's going to grab that extra ammo from the supply crate and see if they can push on towards this B site. But a very aggressive hit coming from KSU Black towards mid, and they're going to be wrapping out, going towards this B site.
He needs to be a captain right now. Oh. Maybe not. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Key falls too. That's going to leave J-Man left alive, though, in a 1v1. Suddenly, things get really intense here. Trauma still has the bomb in his possession. It hasn't gone down anywhere just yet, but J-Man's not too far behind. He's just waiting. He's just standing there. Oh, he didn't disconnect. He's rotating around. He's near cash window. He might be able to jump out and find the kill, but no, he's already relegated himself away into courtyard. He is dead set and thinking it's B until the audio cue comes out. It's A side. Now he might jump through cash, but even then, Trauma's already ran away. He's trying to find the reverse flank, but no, they're psyching each other out. J-Man might be able to go up the rocks, find the early hints of where this Trauma might be, but instead, no, it's going to be back and forth. Trauma's going to fall instead. The fuse needs to go underway, and Cruz.
J-Man clutched that round so hard.
Right?
Literally, the 3-piece. He was basically in a 1 versus 2. He was able to pick up the first get out. And I really actually liked how he played that defense there. He kind of just sat in the middle of the map. He committed towards the B site. He said, you're going to have to beat me here one-on-one. If you choose to go towards that A site, it's fine because I know I can beat you one-on-one is basically what he was saying. He was able to read the post-plant position perfectly from the side of KSU Black, and UAH Esports stay alive here another round.
I am flabbergasted that Trauma couldn't win that.
I think he got stunned. I think he got stunned.
He did get stunned, but I mean his initial rotate after planting. Had he hit in bar, I think we'd already be on map 3.
It's true, but unfortunately, little mistakes like that. can really come back to bite you in the butt, but it's going to be KSU Black, going to be the team who's going to open this round up, pick up 2 kills, but Captain Plasmo able to find his first one of the round, or of the game, I should say. Going to be sitting at 1-8 now. Good for him, able to pick one up, and we're going to be in a 2 versus 3 now. They're going to need to pick that bomb back up, and I think that they know where the bomb is down. So KSU Black is in a prime position right now with player number 7, O-Rose. He just has to continue just watch over where the bomb is, and he has a good chance to win this round.
Yeah, they have to play it really safe right now on both sides, regardless. It's a one-man differential between both teams. Look at O-Rose, though. Brig with the sniper scope. Like you mentioned, Trauma's able to find Plasmo yet again. That's going to be another one gone. Is he real? Needs to decide right now if he can be real to bring this back. It's a 2-point differential. If KSU wins this in the next 30 seconds, map number 3. If UAH can grab the bomb, take down 3 different enemies, and win their round, well, they're still in the game. But no, Is he real's going to keep it going. He's able to find Trauma. That's another one down. There's still 2 left to do in 15 seconds. There's still 1 in the courtyard. O-Rose has the sniper scope. He has that scope advantage, but not the positions. It's going to be, is he real? Not realizing there's someone directly above him. There's an angel watching over him, but it's a devil angel. He's able to take him down. There's still 1 more, and he finds it. KSU beating out the timer. That came straight down to the wire.
Oh my god, he almost found that 4th kill. If he got that kill, they would have won the round and stayed alive, but he's gonna fall, unfortunately, not able to get it before the timer runs out, and that round goes to KSU Black as they take a 2-0 series lead here. I was right with you. I was really hoping he was going to pull that one out. That would have been insane and a very big misplay from the side of KSU. But luckily for them, able to close at the round. That ticker, man, it was that close. If that tick was 1 second longer, that player was dead and UAH Esports lost and would have forced us into almost back to a round 10. That was crazy.
Yeah, I was fully thinking that was going to go to round number 10. Unfortunately, though, it was just a bit of a falling short for UAH's side. Luckily, though, there are potentially 3 more maps to see these 2 duke it out on, and usually where a lot of series stops would be here on Control. But it seems like at the very least, we are going to be going to map number 4, Cruise. We're going to have to wait a little bit, though. We got to make sure these players are ready, though. We got to make sure the producer's ready, and we'll see you guys really soon. Don't go anywhere. What a fantastic series we just witnessed during our break. Rutgers barely inching it out on top there at the very, very end. My name is Keg. This is Cruz. Cruz, what just happened with Rutgers? How'd they inch out that victory?
I mean, they looked really good towards the end of that, that's for sure. We didn't get to see the full map, obviously, so can't really give too much of a breakdown, but it looked like they were able to rotate towards that last hill. Sorry, the first hill, I guess, on that map and the last hill of the game, and they were able to pull off that win there. Good on them, and they're up 1-0 in that series, and that's a banger of a series going on our Alpha channel right now. If you guys are over here and you guys want to watch that, open up 2 tabs because you guys better stay locked down here because this series really could get blown over. You never really know. Once again, KSU Black coming to this series at 0-2, UAH Esports coming in at 2-0. And we're going to be heading in towards raid control now, and it could really be a make or break map here in this series.
So much raid.
Yeah,
so
man.
much of it.
It's no issue with that, though, as raid control is probably one of the better control maps as well. I'm surprised we haven't seen it more, honestly, because all I've gotten so far before today has been checkmate for control in the CCL so far. But hey, I mean, you got to give all the maps a little bit of love. They're all those map designers working hard, but we're gonna have to get ready to hop in towards this map now. I think we're just getting ready to load on up. And I mean, some important things on this map. We're definitely going to want to see the defenses hold strong here. Defense is always a little bit easier to win on control, in my opinion. And we'll just have to see if every team is up for it.
Yeah, I mean, previously when we saw SHU go forwards on their attacking aggression towards B side specifically, they did something interesting where each of the 2 halves of the team went for A and B simultaneously, and they took full advantage of that, and they were able to win their one and only round for control.
Yeah,
Lord.
It's not easy to do that. That push that they did that round when they were able to win individual gunfights on both sides of the map to open it up and start ticking up both. It's definitely very tough to do, especially if you get outmanned on one side. Because if you push over to a side, say they have a 2v4, you're going to get outgunned there. It's almost impossible to win that situation unless you're godly at the game. And then on the other side, yeah, sure, you'll get on the tick. You'll get a tick or 2 out of the other hill, but then they can make that easy rotation on over. They'll come off spawn. So definitely a lot of good things that can come from that, and also a lot of bad things that can come from doing a push like that. It really
Well,
comes down to whether you can make it work or not.
there's only one way to find out, though, who's going to come out on top here. We need to see exactly who's going to win on Control here, and what could very well be the final map of the entire night for the Bravo stream. It's going to be up to KSU, though. They won Maps 1, they won Map 2. Now can we see if they can have things, yet again, under control as we go to map number 3.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
My parents went to Rutgers.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I didn't.
No?
But, my cousin went to Rutgers, too.
Yeah. I mean, so let me know your predictions here. What do you think is going to happen in this game 3? Do you think we're going to see a game 4, or do you think this is it? We're done and dusted here with KSU Black.
Statistically speaking, we're done here tonight after Control. However, UAH have been able to get a really strong presence at the beginning of just about every single map, but it's the late game and mid game adaptability we saw KSU bring out that has really inched their way out of each and every single map. We've seen them win Hardpoint, a very aggressive map most of the time. We've seen them wipe away teams on Search and Destroy. And now we're getting the best of both worlds in terms of aggression and very slow tactical play. With those respawns especially, I think UAH is going to have a really rough time, Cruz.
Yeah, I think UAH is going to have a bit of a tough time here, especially if they can't make those mid-round adjustments like you were
Yeah.
saying. Mid-round adjustments, just as important as they are in Search and Destroy, as they really are here in Control as well. Being able to rotate towards the right site at the right times and being able to win those very key engagements is really what these maps come down to.
Absolutely. And we are going to be waiting a few more moments before we get into the game here, though. But I am really curious to see how raid control is going to go down yet again. You mentioned it yourself. It was very defensive favored for the most part. But then SAGU did pull out some very interesting stops. But that
Yeah.
doesn't really stop the fact that they just weren't able to bring it all the way to fruition.
Yeah, I mean, the last time we saw this map played, which was just earlier tonight, we did happen to see a lot of offenses won as well. That could just come down to teams not fully having ironed out this map and mode yet, but it sounds like we are loading on into our game, so we should be into this very shortly here,
Ooh.
guys.
Oh, I'm super excited, man. I love raid. They're bringing back Express too, I heard.
Oh yeah, Express is back in the game already. We'll have to see if it
Oh,
gets put
oops.
in as a. No, you're good. You're good. We'll have to see if it gets put into the competitive rotation. I would love to see that. Definitely another really good map from Black Ops 2. We'll have to see
My favorite map was Yacht.
from Yacht. What map was Yacht? I think you mean Hijacked,
Well, oh
possibly.
yeah,
That
I'm
was the
thinking of a
Yacht map.
different game. Yes, it was the Yacht map. So I can remember, very special memory as we go into it. That was the map that not only did I get the very last weapon class I needed Diamond, it was also the same exact moment I got Max Prestige.
Wow, that's actually crazy. Gonna be
The only
hopping
time.
towards this. Yeah, I've never done that. We're gonna be hopping now towards this control. That is a grind and a half, but we got to look on forward now. It's already going to be a kill for the side of KSU Black here, but it's going to be Is He Real making a huge flank through, shutting down that B push to start this off here on our defensive side, as looks like defense so far so good for the side of UAH Esports.
That's right, it's looking pretty dang good on both sides, but B side, well, it's starting to get a little hairy on both sides, though. Each team really wants to take care of one site or another, but we're seeing multiple different trades happening all throughout. No, site A is in the capabilities of being captured right now. It's going to be a streak happening from Shank as well. KSU really wants to take it over, and UAH is nowhere to be found as the A goes in their control.
Yeah, that was a once you get 3 guys on the hill like that, it's so tough to stop because the ticks go up so much faster. But once again, Is He Real going to be on a huge flank through here? He's going to end up falling, but not before a 2-for-2 trade comes on in, and Juice is going to start to get this tick on up, but he's going to be the lone player here. Pinch should be coming in very shortly here from Keith and J-Man, and nonetheless, trade comes on in, and they're going to be able to wipe out a few more players middle map. And that's going to be, again, a good defensive hold so far from the side of UAH Esports.
And this is where things always get really hairy, right? It's on B site now, on B point, and this gets really tough because a lot of the time, the defense just absolutely shines at this point. The attack normally crumbles. But as of right now, KSU already having down so many different lives compared to UAH, I'm a little concerned if they're able to take this over, or if UAH can hold on just a tiny bit longer. But look at B site right now. B point, it's going to be, again, in the favor of the defenders. KSU not
Like,
even close to getting there. Look at there. The whole kill feed in the favor of white, taking down blue. And again, though, they get traded out where it matters most.
Yeah, that flank could have been so huge. He was only able to find one there, unfortunately. And now we're going to have to look towards, again, this B site. Players trying to push on. And Juice with the turn and the burn onto Is He Real. But unfortunately, just going to continue to just try to charge forward. He's going to fall as well, leaving Trauma now by himself towards this B site. He's going to be able to find one. Can't find the second on the Keith. But it's going to be Shank inside the hill, closest player once again. What I'm finding right now from KSU is we're seeing a lot of individual pushes in towards this B site, and it's not really working out too well for them. It's just trades constantly back and forth. I think they need to slow it down, wait for their team to come off spawn, and really try to make a good team push on in here. Finally, they're going to have 2 or 3 players, but again, not watching all their angles. Captain Plasmo and the rest of UAH Esports able to push on through another flank from mid-map and really pick that up and stop that first tick of progression off the
Oh no, they were able to get on, but the wave coming out from UAH dissolved everything that was happening on B. 25 seconds left, and not even a single inkling of a color in the favor of KSU here. They can't even get close to the kitchen. Rose is going to follow. Shank's running away. It's all of UAH just holding down the entirety of the fort. Nobody can get close whatsoever. Rose trying to go in from penthouse. He's able to find a little bit of shots on the one. Prones down behind the rocks, unable to be secured. Now 4 seconds leads into 0 seconds. That's going to be B site under no control for KSU. UAH win 1 now of 3 points needed to go into map number 4. KSU are going to be rotating to the defense this time, and that's going to be really scary for this blue team.
Yeah, I mean, really good first hold so far for UAH Esports as they were able to really hold on to that game. It's definitely very tough to hold on to that B after giving up A so early, but fortunately for them, they were able to hold on, pick up that first round win, and now they're going to have to try to win an offense. Again, definitely the harder of the two to win on this map. But if they want to win this game, they're really going to have to pull off an offensive win, I think.
They need to pull a rabbit out of their hat right now. UAH already trying to approach their way on the A side. We see a sandstorm happening all throughout onto the point. But even then, Shanks is above. He's not afraid of sand. He's got goggles on. But it's going to be a complete wave decimating all of UAH. As these lives, they only have so many. They're getting dissolved. But it's still the defensive prowess coming out from both sides here. We saw it on UAH before, but now KSU is bringing it to fruition. And a flank from behind's able to take down, Shanks able to take down one, but he's going to get traded out immediately. Less than a minute left on the clock here. By now, we would have already seen KSU take control of point A, but it seems like both are under struggle right now, as Is He Real is trying to hold on the basketball court and almost take it single-handedly.
Yeah, if they can find these 2 kills, which they just did, they should be trying to stack onto this hill now to really get a tick in here. They're going to get the first one in for sure, but whether or not they're able to get more is really going to come down to whether they can trade these kills out effectively and pick them up, but it's going to be Trauma. Entry picks up the first 2. It's just going to be Rose now. He's going to find the third, so a 2v3 retake for the side of UAH Esports as they're able to shut down that second tick of progress in towards B. And now with only 38 seconds left, we're starting to look like we're heading back towards A for UAH Esports. They're down 3 in lives, make that 4 in lives now as Trauma finds another one for himself there. And this is looking like it could get really, really rough for UAH if they can't find some control soon.
Trauma and Real right now are just absolute monsters. Of course, as I say that, he is going to fall, and the others are going to fall on the side as well. UAH trying to take control of A. It's going to be a mow down from Rose, though. A double kill, no less. Able to clear things away. Yet again, the defense, as much as they try for one side or another, he gets dissolved away by a single defender here. Now, B side going to go for one last big attempt. 3 on the side. Juice is going to fall. They still have control, but Shanks is going to fall as well. That's going to be J-Man with a double kill here, trying to hold on to everything. Make that our triple. Making sure that they can at least have a stake in the game. And as they fall, it's still a multi-kill from him. They're not able to secure it just yet, and that timer stops for nobody.
These flanks from middle map have been so huge for both sides, and now it's going to be Shank inside the hill, starting to pick up some time here. Sorry, they're on defense. I am very confused, apparently, as now both teams trying to push back.
Don't tell you, man.
UAH Esports back down towards this hill. They only got 4 lives remaining towards the 11 on the side of KSU Black. This is going to be... Oh, but they got the tick.
Oh, they did?
But it's going to be so tough to win this with only 3 lives. They're going to have to push all the way back towards A. They get the extra minute of attack, but with that extra minute, you're going to have to find 8 more kills at least to try to even this out. Not going to be the case. KSU Black able to pull out the win.
I mean, A valiant attempt coming from UAH nonetheless, though. They
They
secured
really
B
got it
right
playing, though.
at the last second.
They just didn't have
And
the
yet,
life.
they didn't have the lives. Immediately capturing it, they were already down so bad. They had 1 or 2 left alive. They got traded out immediately after capping it. And now we're going to be switching sides yet again. KSU now on the attack. They struggled in the beginning here as well. And I'm wondering if, like other controls we've casted together, Cruz, if this is going to be very defender-sided.
Yeah, they're gonna have to make a bigger push here towards for their offense. They struggled the first time through. Both teams holding strong on defense so far, and it looks like we're going to see another very heavy A hit coming in here from both teams. 2v2 for the A point. This could be very big. Trade's going to be going down back and forth. Trauma's able to find one. Pinstripe kill feed going down, but it's going to be Shank coming out on top. Going to find the second on the J-Man as well. So now that A-Tick going to start coming in. He should be able to finish off that first tick of progress there at the very least, but he's only going to get challenged by one player, and that's Captain Plasmo down towards that hill still. See how this gunfight goes down. Going to throw the trophy down. Give him that extra bit of support from the grenades and the stuns coming in over the top. And he's still going to be there. Going to get some help finally coming in from Trauma. And that second tick of progress going to be coming in at A.
A getting capped down. Nobody on UAH is even getting close to the site. This could be the earliest and quickest cap of A we have seen so far. KSU proving us right. Got it all down. Now it's up to B, and this is where they struggled last round. I'm curious now as to see how much they can split up here. Juice already going for a different avenue from what we've seen before. Shanks pushing his way through Kitchen, trying to take over what he can. But look at all the trophies down on B. He's able to take care of at least one. Hiding around on the rocks. There was going to be another one. Keith, he's able to stay alive. In fact, both are. It's a stalemate until another teammate comes and helps out. But it's still going to be a huge back and forth. That's not going to stop J-Man, though. He's going to have the entirety of KSU go for a full wave, assimilate and decimate everyone on UAH as they try to push forward on the B as they get 1/3 of it over.
Yeah, they got one tick now into this hill, and it's gonna be Oros set up with this Craig. He's just raining down fire, able to find a couple, make that another one. He's on a 5 streak now. Great 5 streak for him here, but now they need to get one more wave of kills. If they can get one more wave here, they can absolutely get this in. They've got 2 players on. This tick going to come in very fast, at least the second tick. It's got to be UAH Esports. They got to push on into the hill, and they got to touch it now. Otherwise, this tick's going to come through very quickly, and that's KSU Black once again. Very good offense this time through as they're able to pick up that round win.
That was so important. That might be the first attacker win we've seen so far in a very long time, or at least in since the last series. KSU were monsters on A site. They pushed their way into B. There were plenty of wipes in their favor, and yet UAH, despite having seemingly a lot of men on the site, they just weren't able to stop the huge rush of KSU.
Speaking of dropping like flies, Rose is dropping people like flies, sitting on a 7 streak right now. We'll have to see if he's any close to streaks at the moment. He has full streaks, so this could get very ugly now for the side of UAH Esports, because as soon as they get control of one site, all he's got to do is press that button on his right D-pad and bang, here come down the streaks.
Ooh, Bakif gets the first blood, though. Has to be another one gone. Trauma taking them off like flies himself. He's the fly swatter right now. Going for a single-handed wave, it seems. Juice does help out a little bit, sure. But defending the A is going to be the most important part, Cruz. Look at O-Rose right now. He's rotating around, trying to make sure B doesn't go into fruition either. But it's an absolute army of blue going through the ocean of the right side of the map, trying to cap both sides at once.
Yeah, they are on fire right now. You can tell they've got the momentum in their grasps, and they're trying to push on in. It's going to be J-Man now for the side of UAH Esports. They're trying to just slow down this. They need to get the pacing back into their side of the game, and so far, so good. Going to get that first tick in, but they're going to leave J-Man by himself on the hill. Everybody needs to hop on, get this tick up a little bit faster. They continue to try to do it here and there. As 2 ticks come in, it's going to be streaks raining down now. O-Rose able to find 2 with the streaks. Site has not been captured yet as Trauma is able to pick up 1 more, but it's going to be Keith now inside the hill trying to finish off this tick, but Trauma again coming up so huge, shuts down the defensive push, and that's going to be another stronghold, stopping that third tick coming in from UAH Esports.
Eastside still has been capped, but being undergoing full away. Rose on a huge killing spree here. We've talked about so many different members before, but again, he's returning to 5. So many trades at that as well. He's going to be holding on, waiting to see if he can take down any potential spawn traps, but no, he's not able to find any just yet. He's going to be going for a flank from behind. He's able to spot Eyes of J-Man, and that might be short-lived, though. He's able to find one, make that 6 kills now. That's going to be 2 different streaks happening on KSU. Only 20 seconds left. You're completely right. The assassination had failed, but even then, though, UAH still having less lives than KSU. Things are looking so good. This could be series point right here.
Yeah, this is it. Nobody's really going to be close enough to touch the hill, but is he real? And he's going to find the kill, but he's going to get dropped. He may have been able to buy just enough time for his team, but not going to be the case. KSU Black taking the game 3-1, taking the series 3-0, and taking their first win here in the CCL this year.
Deserving one at that, coming through in clutch on a very aggressive hard point and very tactically slow search and destroy, and coming through in the middle ground, the cream de la creme of modes in Cold War. They were able to win all 3 in a row here, and we won't be seeing maps 4 or 5 here tonight, but you know what, Cruz, that's perfectly fine by me, because KSU did a fantastic job tonight.
We got to see 2 great maps coming in from from all of these teams tonight. 2 3-0s for us. I believe the first game was a 3-0 too. So honestly, quick night for us tonight. Couple of technical difficulties, but you know that's going to come with Call of Duty Esports. At the end of the day, we got it done. It's done and dusted now, and what a great series, honestly. Those maps were a lot closer than the score looks to tell us.
It was a beautiful story that we saw KSU bring out. And of course, UAH brought out a magnificent story of their own to help contribute. But right now, the victors, they have every right to celebrate this. It wasn't by much, though. You're completely right. The story is going to be one of the best, probably, that we see early on in CCL. But luckily for us, though, Cruz, there's plenty of amazing CCL action to happen next week. But it seems like, there's something else that we have to mention, but I just can't remember what it is. Oh, right. We can't tell you yet.
That's right. We have a announcement coming next week to the CCL. So you guys are gonna have to keep your eyes tuned towards here. Keep your ears on lock, because next week we could have some very important news coming. But guys, that's probably about gonna do it for us here tonight. I have been Cruz and Spaz. I've been joined by Keg, and guys, I hope you guys all have a fantastic evening.